Hi and welcome current and new Chaminade cross country runners. And this is the summer training plan for 2024. This is week two. And for those of you guys who are just joining in with the program, my name's Coach Kelly. I coach mainly the high school guys, but I also coach and help out with some of the middle school guys. There's another Coach Kelly, whose last name is spelled with an EY, and he's the primary middle school coach. And then there's also the other high school coach, Coach Bob Hamer. And so all three of us are going to be coaching you guys this year, and wanted to give you an update on a couple of the things this summer to look forward to. First off, if you are new to Chaminade Cross Country, welcome, and I hope you guys can join in on some of this stuff coming up this season. We have a really successful high school and middle school program, and really just enjoy getting to coach all different ages on the sport of running. So a couple of things to look forward to for this summer. First thing is going to be we have a lot of opportunities to get to know one another and also to connect in running and get in shape this summer. Whether you're a high school person or a high school runner or a middle school runner, there's lots of different. Before I talk about what's coming up this summer, I wanted to highlight a couple of the successes from this past track season. And there were two new school records set this year. And the first one on the right is by senior Alex Couture, who just graduated. And he was able to secure fifth place at state and in the process also get a new school 800-meter record, which was a big thing, almost an entire second off of the previous holder of that, who was also a cross-country runner. And so Conrad Hogenkamp was the previous holder of that. Before that, it was Stanley Williams. So great job to Alex Couture on a fifth place finish. And also for the new 4x800-meter record, this is where four guys run 800 meters, and they finished third as a team. And we broke 8 minutes for the first time ever in school history. And these guys ran 7:59 and finished in third place for Class 4. So great job to all these guys and for their hard work, for those seniors graduating, Mitch Hardiman and Alex Couture, and those juniors returning, Harry Learman and Joe DiGiuseppe. Good work. So a couple things coming up. This was on last week's video that was sent out, but the sound was apparently not working on it. So if you watch this and got this far, these are a couple opportunities to check out what we're doing with Chaminade Cross Country this year. And so for the summer training, if you want to follow what we're doing on the calendar and some of the stuff I'm going to talk about, this is mainly just if you want to train with different groups of people in Chaminade Cross Country, this is a great way to follow along with the plan and kind of what you should do each day. On the right-hand side, this is the whole training packet, which includes everything from stretches that we do to a whole host of other things to get you in shape for the upcoming season. But each of these are good things to scan and check out if you haven't already been given a paper copy by me. So coming up at the end of this summer, if you haven't already signed up for this, this is a great chance to get to not only meet people who are going to be on the team, but also to get in shape and kind of cap off the season, or the summer season, the off season, with some extra training as a group. This is our cross country kickoff camp. It happens the week before the what's called the dead period, the week where there's no practice allowed, and before the full season actually starts. So this is a great chance to get to come out, whether you're a high schooler or a middle schooler. We invite everyone to come out, and if you even just want to come out and see what the cross country program is about, this is a great chance to do that. You get a T-shirt, you get snacks, and there's all sorts of other fun things that we do that week to get you in shape. So definitely join us. If you haven't already signed up, there's a link over here that you can click on to get to it, and that will bring you to where you can sign up. So coming up for this week of training, and there's a couple other things after this, so if you can hang on to those couple other details. But this is for this week of training, and since last week's audio didn't work, I just want to go through a couple different parts of this. So up in the top portion here, this talks about a couple of the little phrases that I use, or shorthand ways of referring to things down here. Everything from what is an easy run to an aerobic run, to which runs are considered a workout. So in other words, a faster pace run, and cool down, cross training, and a long, slow distance run. So that's some of the phrases that you'll hear me use. And then on the left-hand side, these are three different training plans to get you ready for different levels of fitness coming into the season. This one is kind of what we consider any varsity athlete should be considering, or someone who wants to become a varsity athlete should be considering the A plan. And if you're completely new to running, you don't necessarily just want to step right into running the miles of the A plan. You might want to start off with the B plan here, just to get you able to be in shape without getting you injured in the first couple months of your training. The B plan is a great intro plan for anyone who's trying to get in shape for running and wants to be a competitive runner, or even just someone who wants to get in shape this summer. But the A plan is kind of for someone who's anticipating getting onto varsity, whether you're a new or experienced runner who's been on the team for a while. The B plan, this is one, once again, where you can start out. It's kind of a good high school introductory plan. And then the C plan, this is one also that's a good introductory plan, and this can be for middle school or a high schooler. If you're a freshman just starting out and you know you're going to be on the team or interested in being a part of the team this year, this is a great way to get involved and a great way to start to get in shape. So for each of these this year, this week, this is the second major week of training, if you will. And so you'll see we had a long run today, and that's worked out really well with the weather this week because obviously these are the nicer days of the week. It's going to get pretty hot later on and at the end of the week. On Wednesday of this week, we have what's called a wave workout. And this is actually a pretty fun workout. It's a way to get some speed while also getting some distance in. And so for whether you're in group A or B, you're going to do a mile of what we call aerobic. So you're going to have a hard time talking to anyone who might be running with you. And then a mile of what we call tempo, where you're going to be running pretty fast, not like you're in a race, but pretty close to it. And then you'll go back down to running another mile of aerobic and then another mile of fast pace. And with this workout, it's good because you can actually just jump right into it. And the aerobic mile is one where you're kind of already warming up while you're doing the workout, and then you do the fast second. So you'll end up with 4 miles total on that workout. You'll go easy on Thursday with the different distances here, aerobic again on Friday, and then Saturday's workout. And this is something that for someone who hasn't really done cross country or track before, these distances might seem intimidating. But what this is a half mile. And so if you have a track near your house, or if you have even just a spot where you know approximately the distance of how far you're running, you can do these distances. If you don't have that, you can actually just estimate by time and actually substitute it in a workout like that. Or you can reach out to me and I can give you some extra suggestions there. But what this is you'll have a mile of warming up, 4 by 800 meters at what's called your 10K pace. So it's a little bit slower than you would race a typical high school cross country race. And then you just have a jog of 400 meters in between. And then you finish off with a mile. So once again, this is kind of a little bit more of an advanced workout, someone who's been around running and kind of knows what these all mean. But if you have any questions on it or want a alternative workout, let me know. And then just a nice 4 easy miles or just cross training. That's what CT stands for on Sunday. That could be swimming, that could be biking, or any number of other cross training things. So for all this, throughout the week, you should also be incorporating some core. And I think it got cut off at the bottom of the screen, but this includes push-ups and sit-ups. So try to 3 to 4 days a week, try to get in a maximum number of push-ups that you can do and a maximum number of sit-ups. So for the guys who are trying to be on varsity, we're shooting for between 30 and 50 push-ups and between 70 and 100 sit-ups that you can do in one sitting or in one full sequence. So in other words, not with big rest breaks in between. And if you're on the B or C crowd, we're trying to shoot for between 15 to 25 push-ups to start off and between 50 to 75 sit-ups. Once again, those might be hard to hit at first, but you will eventually get there. So a couple other things to help you to accomplish these goals. We have group runs on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Tuesday, so tomorrow of this week, we have our first group run at the JC stage in Frontier Park of downtown St. Charles. And then on Thursday, we meet at the Forest Park Visitor Center for a group run at 7:30 a.m. So both of these are great ways to get to meet people and also check out some good running spots in St. Louis. Now, if you are, whether you're high school or middle school, there's a Chaminade cross country Strava page. This is a way for us to, as coaches, track what you do. And this is more, I would say, aimed at the high school runners because there's kind of a social media component to it. And it's just something that I think gives an extra edge to you when you're training because you can do a lot of different things with it. First off, it actually tracks your runs. It actually will keep track of how many miles you've run in a week, what you ran each day. It shares those distances with anyone else who's in this group, which is only people in the Chaminade Cross Country program. And your teammates can see that if you select to allow that. You can also connect with other teammates in the off season. So if you see, oh, maybe so and so is running right near you, maybe you can actually coordinate getting together to run rather than just running solo. And then you can enter this in either using a GPS watch, your phone, or just by manually entering in how many miles you ran and how much time you ran it in. So this connects you into this group, this thing over on the side, and you can just scan that with a QR code. Similarly, the GroupMe account that we have, this is a way for me to keep in touch with you guys and for you guys to keep in touch with each other. And this is a great way for me to just send out a quick highlight. There might be bad weather coming in and we might cancel a group run, or maybe we decide to change it one week to meet up in a new spot if things need to change. So this is a great way for me to connect in whether you're middle school or high school. And so connect in here and once again, just scan this down at the bottom. Now, I've had a lot of people ask, what sort of things should I get if I'm just starting out with running? And for those of you guys who are more experienced, some of this might still come in handy. So the very basic thing that you need to run, at least when you're starting out, is running shoes. So if you haven't gotten running shoes in a while, or maybe you've put off getting them and you haven't gotten them since last cross country season, definitely try and get that done sooner rather than later, so you can be getting into the season with healthy feet and healthy legs and not injuries or shin splints or anything like that. Running shorts also are helpful. With each of these suggestions, 70 is kind of on the low end, 20 is on the low end for shorts, but you can get off-brand shorts for relatively cheap. A lot of these things are starting to become pricier, and so you can check at places like Target, Walmart, Amazon, and actually get some pretty good alternatives without having to spend $50+ for running shorts, and those work really well. For shoes, similar, there's a lot of websites that actually offer some the previous model to things, to the different main shoes from Brooks and Asics and Saucony. You don't really want to skimp on these more brands that are more common, and so definitely make sure you're getting a nice shoe to run in, but you can even go for the previous model and that can do really well. Running watches, this is personal preference. GPS watches are really great, but it is kind of a steep price curve to buy, so you can go for the non-GPS watch and that works perfectly fine too. If you have any questions on either of these, let me know, and there's lots of information I can give you there. So obviously this is going to be, summer can be long. We're getting ready to get into some hot parts of the summer here this coming week. And so just know that it's important to find groups to run with. It's important to find that you're not just the only one who's going to be out there training. And we have high goals for the season, and we have high goals for each of you to perform your best. And one of the best ways to do that is to realize that it's not always going to be easy, and it's going to take a little bit of time, especially if you've taken some time off of running since last cross-country season, to get back to where you feel like you really are able to compete and able to rival your previous self. And so just know that you have a lot of good opportunity now to start setting the groundwork for your success in the fall, and really to challenge yourself to become even stronger and better. That's one of the things that we as coaches really love about getting to coach cross country, is just getting to see you guys rise to your best potential in the season and in this off season. So this is a nice quote to leave you with. If you have any questions, make sure to reach out. This is my email and the other coaches' emails, and we would love to hear from you. Thanks, guys.